Guys, this is crazy. Stay tuned.
Came out of smoke with a flame in my chest. Southwest sun sitting heavy on my neck. Every mile I rode carved the line in the map. Now the whole damn state know the legend is back.
Nah, this is crazy because it ain't my truck. I just so happened to park next to it. My truck is actually over here. All right, so last week I got zero footage. It's currently August 9th. It's currently August 9th, 2026. I'm doing a post trip. I'm bringing a steel load from Laredo, Texas, up to Weatherford, Texas, which is right outside of Fort Worth. For those of you that don't know, Fort Worth is on the west side of Dallas. That's why you got the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So before I turn the camera on, I already pretty much completed most of my post trip. What I'm focusing on now is just the tires. Make sure my tires aren't worn down or looking like they're about to explode over here, you know. But I'm not gonna lie, I missed you all last week. I missed making content, trying to get content out there. I left my microphones at home, and I didn't want to have to deal with trying to talk over ambient sounds in the background and giving you guys crappy footage. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna follow up in the morning and keep our vlogs going here. By the way, this is beautiful. You know, y'all know I like sky. I had to capture a picture of that. So here, my friends, is where we stand currently. This is where you left off at. Where you lost me last week when I didn't have my microphone and my equipment. Last week I dropped off water pipe up in northern Arkansas, directly under Missouri, to help them build their new water main system, since they are expanding with a population size, right? They need to upgrade everything and make sure they're good with their population. Fast forward to yesterday. I left out early, said I'm gonna set up for today, right? A lot of people would have been like, oh, 3-hour drive, cool, I'll leave out on Monday. Nah, not me. I'm like, let's get these miles going. So I left out yesterday, 7 miles away from where I need to be. Got here this morning, finished offloading, and now I'm going right back to the same place to finish helping them build their water main system. This is something that I thoroughly enjoy, right? I've helped build high schools, and now on to water main systems. We have a direct effect, and I repeat, a direct effect on population and the everyday uses of population. We're not doing Cheetos and helping people get fat. No, that is far from what we're building, what we're doing at Flatbed. No, we are giving people their everyday, daily lives usage, if that makes sense. I'll finish putting these boards up, and I'm gonna get the heck on the road. Just have to give you guys the ins and outs of what we got going on there. So this is it. This is it, pimping. I got a 53-foot trailer. This pipe is about every foot of this 53-foot trailer minus literally a few inches. Maverick, we typically pull 48-foot trailers. Who thought it was a good idea to give me this one? I don't know. But I legitimately Just got off of the phone with my fleet manager, and here's what we spoke about. So at Maverick, you get a transitional fleet manager. Your transitional fleet manager is with you for 6 months. My 6 months is done. So now I'm on to my permanent fleet manager. It was not something that I wanted to hear or was ready to hear because he is such an awesome guy. The fleet manager I just left. But what was really good to hear is when he said, I told my boss, you're not going to have any problems out of this deal. All of the hard work that I put in, you know, it's good when somebody sees it. It's good when somebody, you know, understands where you're coming from. What's up? What's up? You know. Huh? Say that again?
I said, you done what now?
What?
I said, you done what now?
Oh, I'm getting out of, I was just telling my camera.
Oh.
I just transitioned from my transitional fleet manager today. So, going on to my permanent fleet manager. How long you been with Maverick?
Couple months.
Like 3, 4?
Yeah, give or take.
How you like it?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's a job.
This is a lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle. It's definitely a lifestyle. You're not lying. Me and another driver just finished chit chat, and he's a completely 100% right. It's not a job. It is not. And it's completely 100%, as you heard stated, a lifestyle. But yeah, he's 100% right, and I would follow that. It's a lifestyle. Ugh, I can't even finish my wishing. I'm getting a phone call. I'll be back. All right, cool. That was my new fleet manager calling me. Okay. We are pulling up this morning. Pulling up. Our homie over here, he was just sitting there. Look like he pulling up now too. I'm just following him till he stopped. But I'm pulling up now to drop off this pipe. I pulled up yesterday to Love's, got parked. There was another Maverick out there. That Maverick had beat me because my GPS had threw me off yesterday because it said merge right. And there was 2 places to merge right. It had number 1, number 2. And it looked like number 2, but it was so daggone close together. I ended up having to take, I think, 71 business route instead of the 71 bypass, or maybe a 72 bypass, one of the two. Time to Mr. Rogers it over here now. And that added a few miles, which added a few minutes. 6,591,512. Speaking of, let me go directly into
call should be a Form 2 load/annual after you are unloaded. Send in your empty call once the bill of lading is signed.
So yeah, I had to take 71 or 72 business route. I forget which one now. and pissed me off. Added a few minutes, whatever, you know. But those things happen. And then parked up, saw the other Maverick that was behind me, got loaded after me, and then he beat me out this morning because I had a 9 a.m. appointment, but apparently nobody that's coming here sticks to appointments. I learned that last time too. They were even coming in from the wrong direction last time, but you know, they made it work. Honestly, without this bumblebee strap winder as well, I don't know what the heck I would do with my life. The action and the differences using this versus doing it by hand or with that little manual winder that these companies give you is remarkable. That was it. Take it off, move on to the next one. All right, so I was reloaded with the same thing that I was carrying these whatchamacallits on, the pipe, right? Not sure if you can see him working in the background. What I'm doing now, pretty much, putting the dunnage on top of these, and that's what I'm going to put my straps on to keep these racks held down in order to secure the racks and not have them fly off my trailer. You know, people struggle with ADHD nowadays. And on to the next thing. You ever notice you'll put a video on and you start scrolling and you see something else that's interesting? You're like, oh, I want to watch that one now. Like, I heard what you were talking about, but so you don't even finish the original thing? The 90s, we didn't do that. Family Matters came on. You was glued to Family Matters from 9 to 9:30 or whatever time it was on. You know, or 7 to 7:30. And then at 7:30, you got an episode of Wheel of Fortune until freaking The Simpsons come on. Or you wait for commercials and you bounce back and forth between the two, so you're watching two things at the same time. Sometimes the commercials will perfectly line up so you can finish two things at once. Been there, done that too. So what I started doing was consciously making an effort to watch people's videos through and through. You know, because I know the struggle since I've been creating content. Flow with Robin, the Trucker Hood, Slime Pack. You know, what is it? Dang, I can't remember your freaking channel name. Freaking Trucker Trader, bro. I'm gonna put it at the bottom when I get to this part on this video. But I started making a concerted effort to start watching people's videos all the way to the end, especially when I have respect for the creator, you know. So, whoop. The level of hustle right now ain't on play. Right, we back. We on the same day. This load. I'm right where I need to be the same day. Let me make sure I'm in the spot that I need to be to take this off. Right here. All right. So he said I'm in the right spot. So what we finna do, get this off of here, baby. All right, what I had, the stuff that I carried the pipes on was on there. So that high point right there, you put your dunnage on there and then you put your strap over the dunnage. and it holds it tight to the trailer. Now we're gonna get this sucker off, and we're gonna find a truck stop. I'm thinking the Loves. If I can't fit in the Loves right now, then there's 3 others, I believe. There's like a Casey's over here and something else. I'm in Paris, Texas right now. One of my favorite places to pick up from is here. The only thing I wish that would be different is if they would put the live loading lot or whatever. They will put a sign up that says next right, because it's kind of hard to see when to turn in. So we're getting this off now. Beep. Easy enough. Everything's forklift. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to force a spot in the Loves. It's dusty as I don't know what out here. Man, y'all, I look like I know it's dark, right? I'm awake now though. Let's get some light on in here. And I ain't even do anything, but I still have 10 minutes until my clock resets. Where I'm supposed to be going to doesn't open until 7. I wanted to be there at friggin' 7, man. But I had a tough time finding parking yesterday. It was originally supposed to be a 2-hour and 44-minute drive. But what ended up happening was I was like, I'm not doing 2 hours and 44 minutes off my clock today to go pick up load. I'm going to get it down as much as I can. So what I did, I got it down to 1 hour and 38 minutes. Big issues, there was no parking over in Fort Worth where I was trying to get to, that I could find that would be close to that area. So I came over here to this pilot that's over here on 75. I went out a route probably about 2 or 3 miles going north. What I really wanted to show y'all is this guy right here. He parked there. I noticed him last night because this pilot sucks when it comes to parking. I have never, not at noon, not at 7 a.m., been able to find an open parking space. This is the first time I've seen open parking spaces here. There's 2, and it is currently 05:39. That's telling you something. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start getting ready here. I'm not gonna be there open anyway, like I wanted to. So what I'm going to end up doing, I'm gonna go ahead, get dressed for the day, go in there and brush my teeth. I showered last night. Eat. I'm gonna do all of that quickly so I don't go way over on my break. And we'll follow up. I'm gonna same day this load too, just like I same dayed the load yesterday. Y'all stand by and watch the magic happen this week. So I went in last night. I was like, yo, there's no parking in the reserved spaces. And he was like, well, don't buy it yet, because I had the app open. He said, did you buy a space yet? I was like, no. He said, don't buy it yet, because sometimes the spaces don't, it doesn't update the system. He looked over, he said, park over next to Dick Levy, which is another trucking company. I'm about to show y'all where I ended up going. Oh, that's not even garbage. But anyway, y'all see the 53-foot trailer right there behind the drive-ins. That's where I ended up parking last night. That's not an actual space per se. It's where it separates. They have some Jersey barriers there that separates the car lot from the truck lot. But I'm gonna finally get in here and brush my teeth. And I kind of ended up relaxing a little longer than I wanted to, but I needed that. After running how I ran. All right, so as I'm walking back, we're gonna talk about a little bit of truck stop etiquette on my side of the Mississippi, at least. When you roll up to a truck stop, if it's 6, 7 of them around, know if you're gonna try to make up your own space, they're very likely gonna ask you to move, right? But if you're at a spot like this one, where you're not gonna see another truck stop for an hour and 20 minutes, you know what I mean, 40 minutes. The one across the street also fills up fast, which is the Loves. They're going to let you become selective as far as making up parking spaces, as long as you're clearly out of the way. They told me to park where I'm at. This guy, clearly out of the way. So you have to use your wisdom, you know, when it comes to how you deal with spaces. Like I said, I never see a spot that's clear here. We're gonna clear out right now, and all of the people that drove overnight from way up north, you know, above Oklahoma, the Kansas, Wisconsin guys, they're gonna come flooding in here if they're bringing anything south. It's not that big of a spot, so I'm gonna get on the road because I gotta go. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, that traffic was atrocious. It is 9:37. $9:37. When did I leave this morning? 6 something. So I gotta fuel up after this, but I'm gonna pull off this scale and go get loaded. Before I leave, I'm at a train yard. Those are some beautiful train cars. All right, so I'm about to put my hard hat on and get ready for the loading process. I'm at the rail yard about to get what's called bagged aggregate, whatever that is. But I noticed there's a Reading and Northern over there. I'm gonna get some footage of some of the cars before I leave, for any rail fans that I may be able to attract to the channel, and any rail fans that may already be a part of the channel. You know, what I am really happy about is the fact that this weather seems to have cooled off quite a bit, at least for right now. Not a fan of like uber cold fronts though. I had to pause my securement, make sure I got a little bit of a video for you guys, for, like I said, for the rail fans out there. Make sure we got that Reading and Northern. I think that's a coal car. I'm not too sure. I'm not like this huge rail fan. Yep, Aristocrat coal. Want to know how I know? gonna show y'all something. That's all pieces of coal. Now, it's windy as I don't know what. It's windy as all get out. So let's get this finished. You'll see the product after. Good morning, Vietnam. Yeah. I ended up at Fort Smith. That's where I'm at right now. I spent the entire week same dang loads, man. I got here last night. I offloaded. And once I offloaded, the second I laid down, my freaking eyes were closed, man. I woke up at about 6:20. I had 10 minutes before my alarm went off. It is now currently 07:27. I just kind of laid around and then started getting ready this morning to start my day. Really, I should have woke up and ate some breakfast, but for whatever reason, man, I was done. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna check in, let them know that I'm gonna pick up, because that's what we do here at Fort Smith. One thing did disappoint me though. This is due on Monday. It is currently Thursday. I know I could have ran all day today and then got there to Fort Smith early tomorrow morning and then picked up again and probably made it home. But I'm tired this week, so I'm not gonna push it like I've done other weeks. I'm gonna make it home. You know, I'm gonna make it home. ASAP Rocky. Sometimes you just gotta know when to call it. You know, other times you're pretty golden. I still have this 53-foot trail on the back too. With that said, I also plan on going, once I brush my teeth, to meet my new fleet manager. Yeah, yes sir. Let him put a face to the name. I'll put a face to the name. And I think this is going to be a very good partnership this time around. I really do. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about it. My wallet. All right, with that being said, let's go get our day started. I also have to severely organize, man. I don't know where the heck I went wrong in this truck this week as far as where I have everything sitting. And I didn't do my normal scrub downs that I do on a daily. I'm still next to this truck. I don't know the story behind that one. Oh, I know what I should do. I'm going to restructure this whole video. We're going to do a tour of Fort Smith. Because my last tour video did pretty all right. So I wanted to grab my toothbrush or my toothpaste because before I start anything, I'm glad I'm talking to y'all. Y'all can't smell my breath. SpongeBob laugh. So Fort Smith, Arkansas. This is your entrance. Oftentimes what they'll do right over here, they'll have preloaded trailers for you. They try to keep those parking spaces for the preloaded trailers. We also will stage over here. It's my truck here currently. and sleep here, right? But we'll stage over here. We'll get our trailer set up. Like you see, this one has boards on it already. Put the amount of boards you already need, and they'll call you back to one of the bays back here. You'll go around the building and you'll pull in. These are pull-in bays, and you'll get loaded within the bay. Now that is if you're getting a tarped load. They keep steel. Like right here, you see them preloading the trailer. That's they keep steel that cannot be exposed to the elements on the insides of the building. We also have our storm shelter in case the weather gets a little frisky and the alarm starts setting off. You can come in here. We have somebody here not 24/7, but I'll say probably 12, 13 hours through the day that can change your tires out. Around the back of the building, you have the outside metals. All right, here goes my laundry machines. Shower area. Shower back there. Toilet, obviously. Sink. Bathrooms back here. Bathroom. So about 6 showers. Here's the driver's lounge area. We put our drivers up on our walls here. We do. We honor our drivers, our hard workers. You all get the spots on the walls. The accolades. Back there, you're going to see our fleet managers and everybody. Little snack bar. And of course, like everywhere else, free coffee. Let me brush my teeth, and then we'll get started with the day after that. All right, so brushed my teeth, picked up some extra stuff here, some bill of ladings in case the customer doesn't have them, and logbook stuff. So next step is to get the trailer set up, how they need it, and then get loaded. So that's what I'm going to introduce you all next. It's just a loading process here at the Fort Smith terminal. You all seen what it looks like on the inside, and that's pretty much it. I still got to continue the video from last week. I really want to know the story behind this thing, man. Hope the driver's okay and whoever else may have been involved. So. All right, so I got a door assignment. Quicker than I thought I was going to get a door assignment. I have a 30-foot load of shiny bar. When I say shiny bar, that's that inside stuff that cannot be exposed to the elements like that. 30-foot board, 30-foot shiny bar, 6 boards on deck. And I still have coal on my trailer from the yard yesterday. So which I almost forgot. Safety first. Whew. Trailer set up. It's already kind of hot. Let's get to it. You'll see me inside shortly. Okay, so once you're in the bay, it's gonna look kind of like this. See the metal products over there. They're shiny. There's no rust. That's what I was talking about. Cannot be done from the outside. Cannot be handled outside. Any added last minute corrections that need to be made to the dunnage will happen inside that let you know if you need to move your board back for any reason. When I say your board, your bulkhead. Look at my hands already. But that's all right. I'm at the terminal, so I'm going to shower again before I leave. So what I think is going to happen while they load me, I'm going to hop in and find something to eat real quick. So easy process here. How they set us up to be able to have some terminal time, shower, get fresh, get some real rest in there, and then head back on the road. So. All right. I forgot to show y'all where we get the paperwork from once we're fully loaded here. But my load's good. We're tarped. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick shower, and same thing I showed y'all yesterday, last night, and get on this road, get home. Oh yeah, and give me some coffee. Definitely gonna grab some coffee out there, coffee machine. Oh, you know what I might do? Moe's is a few hours down the road. I think I'm gonna go to Moe's